What's up, you guys? The Game Haw here, and this commentary is, you guessed it, possibly you guessed it, this is going to be a 2v1 commentary. Yes, I know I already have 3 of those up, but the reason I'm doing this is because I want to sort of go, pick out some points that I didn't fully finish talking about on my last video, which was also a 2v1. So, in this battle, I tried to use sort of the exact same format as I did in the first battle. So the first battle was in rice fields. I'll show that on the description right now. And I tried to use this sort of my own formula for this. And I'm not going to tell you how this went over, because Viking told me again that I should stop giving away the ending. So I'm not going to give away the ending this time. And you guys will just have to stay here and see. But at the end, it was a very, very, very tough battle for me. And yeah, it was really, really entertaining. Sorry about that. My friend Slayer sent me a message just now, and I told him you should go check out my channel because I have a 2v1 up there. And right away, you'll notice my army isn't all pretty and colorful like it is usually. I mean, you can see some 4 divisions of gold here, but for the most part, it's all purple. And now let's go look at my units. I'm not going to say this really boringly, like 1 division, 2 division. But you know what? I have 14 divisions of bow warrior monks. 4 of them are medium veterancy. 3 heavily upgraded matchlocks. And just 3 Naginata warrior monks. So I think I only have 3. Yeah, I think I only... Oh wait, no, actually I have 4. I have 4 of them. I'm not sure if exactly that adds up. 1, 2, 4. Well, I have something along the lines of like 13, 14 bows. So right away, well, when I played this battle, it was very, very laggy. So forgive like if my reaction time's off a bit, and my opponent's reaction looks a bit off. It was lagging horribly. This battle took me like half an hour to an hour. But don't worry, this video will probably not have 10 million parts like I usually have. So, right away, you can see, like, I tried to rush my opponent. So, I previously said, well, in my last video, that you don't want to have half your army versus half the army. And that's what I'm going to do. What I'm going to try to do, I'm going to use 2 Naginats, 2 of my melee infantry, and I'm just going to try to hold these crossings. And in my main body, I'm going to rush this guy, and I'm going to kill this guy right off the bat. So you can see my bow is just tearing through all those matchlocks that he has on his front line, and his bow samurai just getting destroyed back here. I pulled back my matchlock warrior monks just behind my bows, because these guys started firing on them. This is actually a really nice little move here he has. I didn't even see this coming. He sent his light cav into this flank here, and I have actually 4 divisions of infantry, so I don't really have enough body to actually send some guys over here. So I thought these matchlocks will be able to handle it, and they actually managed to hold it pretty well. In the front ranks, you can see here, my bow is just tearing through his bow samurai, but I'm not really... This is the part of the battle, like, when you go all bow armies, usually you have very good success at first. Usually you just tear through the enemy, but once the enemy actually gets close to your ranks, that's where he starts tearing you up. And that's what I actually had to prevent him from doing, which is why I brought these matchlocks. Very heavily upgraded matchlocks. So you can see I rush them forward. I'm just trying to take out these bows, because if I can take out these bows, I can reform a line and have him come to me instead of me attacking him. I had a little micro mistake here. He doesn't really manage to kill very many of these matchlocks, but like I said, it was lagging just absolutely horribly, and my reaction time was way off. And like I said before, this battle took me a half hour to actually play, and on the replay I think it's about 10 minutes long. You can see my... maybe you noticed this at first. I have my ally over here. He's on the left side, but he hit all of his Yari Shigaru over here, and accidentally one of the opponent's divisions actually managed to run in here, and this guy just massacred them. It's kind of sad because his morale's already going red. And you can see my side of the battle's actually going very well, and at this point this guy got tired I just decimated all of his bows. He's gonna go in for the final melee charge. So this is, I think, my only mistake in this 2v1 battle, and you'll see it in a second. When he charges all of his Katana Samurai forward, and he has a bunch of Nodachi in there, there's no possible way my Naginata Warrior Monks will be able to win that engagement, so the only purpose of these Naginata Warrior Monks is just to hold these guys in position while my bows fire in. And you know what? Maybe you guys all have deja vu right now, because I said this in my previous commentary. The whole purpose of my infantry was just to hold them and for my bows to do work. You can see my matchlocks just... Basically, I'm just holding them out here. I saw the enemy division going around here. There shouldn't be any problems. My Naginata Warrior Monk here is just completely surrounded, getting destroyed back here. I'm going to bring another one in here probably within a couple of seconds. But this is the only mistake I have in this battle. Look at these Naginata Warrior Monks. I'll show you in the end. These guys had like 50 kills, and the entire division got massacred. This is the only mistake I had in this battle. Personally, I think. But, you know, I mean, these guys did their job for the few little seconds they managed to hold out there. And then here comes the second wave of Yari Samurai. I have some matchlocks here in position, firing position. Bam! They're all dead. Everybody's dying. Bam! And then you can see I used fire arrows here. Just absolute chaos over here. Just absolute chaos. I don't even know what else to say. Matchlock's firing off in the back ranks, taking out these Yaris. He's probably going to have another Yari Samurai going around here. Like I said at first, I had 4 Naginata Warrior Monks, 2 of which are holding in this position here, in my central position, and 1 got completely massacred over on the left side. I mean, he didn't get completely massacred, just there were so many of these enemies that eventually their ranks were depleted. And I brought over the second reserved one. I didn't really want to use it, but I was forced to use it. And this river crossing was just a bunch of dead bodies for me and my opponent. You can see in the central position, I mean, it's just utter chaos here. He got through with some of his Yari Samurai, but my matchlock's just firing it up from the woods here. And this division here actually took the entire battle without even taking 1 loss. And bam, front line of the enemy just breaking, left side of the battlefield. Still not doing too well, but considering the amount of resources I put into this, holding very, very well. Central position, I just pulled out the sword. You know what? I'm not going to continue shooting these guys. I'm just going to go sword on sword. And finally, my bows were actually running out of ammo by this point, so I had to use them. I still have a, trying to find it, I still have a Naginata Warrior Monk here, with 55 men in here. So the first opponent has been neutralized, and now I can transfer the majority of my remaining resources to the left flank. And you can see this is just utter chaos, dead bodies everywhere. I'm not really saying that you guys should go like 4 infantry, 3 matchlocks, and 10 or 20 bows. That's actually very, very stupid to do. I just thought, you know what, it'll be fun. I'm probably going to lose it, but it's going to be fun. And you probably just heard that. One of our units has ran out of all its ammunition. Ammunition was becoming pretty low towards the end of the battle here. And I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. It wasn't as long as the majority of my other battles, simply for the fact that I just massacred these guys. Like, I mean, honestly, this division, some of these divisions just routed at, like, nearly full divisions, just routing. Bows are still doing damage over here. These guys took, like, no casualties yet. I'm going to show you the stats at the end for my bows, and, I mean, it was just crazy. You can still see my matchlocks are firing over here. That Naginata Warrior Monk is still not doing as great as I thought it would, but considering this entire flank over here was held using about 3 or 4 bows, 1 Matchlock Warrior Monk, and I don't think I mentioned this, 2 full divisions of Naginata Warrior Monks. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe, and yeah, catch you guys next time.